Welcome back to another episode of Ask the Expert on Buzzworthy Businesses. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Kirkham, along with John Visser with Darwin Digital Media and Mike Frangias from NYNG Elevator Co., all the way from Staten Island, New York. As you guys know, on Ask the Expert, we talk to leaders who are out to make a positive impact in their area and in business. We've always had some of the greatest guests joining us on the show, and today is no different. With me today is a guest that represents everything we look for. John, take it away, my friend.
Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you, John.
Tell us this your elevator business. Is it? How did you decide to get into this business?
Well, I actually started, with my father. When I was kind of acting up or bad, he used to take me to work with him. So at 4 years old, I'd be going to, fix an elevator. But he also taught me, like if I was struggling in school, my mother used to say, Mike's not doing good with spelling this week. He knew that ahead of time going into it. And he used to stencil out in the motor room Westinghouse elevator or Otis. And when I would come to work with him that weekend or that Friday or that Thursday night, he'd make me paint it, and I learned my letters. Same thing with numbers. This is elevator 1, elevator 2. So I started out very, very young in that environment, and professionally, around 96, there was some strikes in New York with Local 3. And I was in it at that point. That's when I really started professionally. But I had to leave because of the strikes, and then I came back in around 98. So that was my jumping point into the elevator industry.
That is, you know what? And I cannot think of a better way to, be taught how to get into a business than by one's father, right? I mean, those are some tough lessons, but you tend to remember them for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you hit it right on the head. Those are the lessons that always stick with me. Whether, learning the components of the elevator, he'd point and say, go grease up the governor. I didn't know what a governor was. I'm thinking Monopoly with the guy with the monocles. I didn't know. But I started to piece together each component of the elevators at a very, very young age. So when I became, my teens, I had an advantage over people that were just getting into the industry because I knew every part, every component, how to do the maintenance on it properly, with life lessons of, we're going into the projects today, you don't talk to anyone. So I got the life experience of New York City on top of educational learning, my letters and numbers and elevators all rolled into one at a very early age. So I consider myself pretty lucky.
That's phenomenal. And then what you then did is you actually took this whole company to a whole new level, expanding. I looked at your website and I see you guys even went as far as New Brunswick.
Yeah, we're also, I have teams set up in the Texas region, Florida. We're opening up our Pennsylvania, Delaware. Well, we're going to start small. Pennsylvania market probably before the end of the year and expand down there. But right now, New York, New Jersey elevator, the company goes as far as Albany, all the way out to New Brunswick. There's different unions down there, so we're trying to get integrated in that line of New Jersey into the Atlantic City market and then over into Philadelphia. But yeah, we've come quite a long way in the last couple of years.
Wow. Mike, and the different services that you guys provide for, I mean, you obviously do maintenance on these elevators, but do you guys install new elevators as well?
Yeah, I'm actually on a new construction site where we're putting in 2 new elevators right now. They're actually doing the job clean out. So yeah, we install new ones, we maintain old ones. My niche in the marketplace was proprietary equipment that no one really would touch except for the OEMs. Our union is a part of the same union as the OEM shop, so we have a lot of talented people that know that equipment, and we were able to grow in that market as well. So we're not limited to non-proprietary stuff. We know the OEM stuff, and that really gave us a big advantage.
That's great, and it's always, I see always almost a tug of war between business owners and unions, and for you to actively try to engage and integrate with these unions, I think it's a wonderful step.
Oh yeah, no, and you're right. I didn't realize how integral it was. Back in the early 2000s, I was managing an elevator company that was in the local 1 union. I didn't come from that world. I came from the other side of it, local 3, which is a little different in the New York City market. So on the managerial side, I was dealing with different workforce, different people, and it really is a relationship you need to have. As long as you're talking to them and expressing what you need, the union will support you. But if you don't talk to them, they don't know what you need. So, you're just a number at the end of the game. So it's a constant communication to grow and develop relationships, just like with anything else. But it is very important.
Mike, what do you see as some of the major challenges moving forward here for your industry?
Right now, private equity is buying a lot of independent mom and pop shops. So on one hand, I see a challenge where I used to be able to call, say, Bob Elevator down the block and say, you want to go in with this bid with me? Maybe you could do half the elevators, I'll do the other half. Or even, hey, I got a problem, do you have this part? And those relationships with the mom and pop shops is really drying up to, I don't have anyone to call. So I see that as a problem. The other part with private equity is not only are they buying the elevator companies, but they're buying the parts and manufacturing divisions of the little shops as well. So me being a little guy, I may not be a priority where I got to wait 6 months for parts where other people could step in and get it quicker. So those are the challenges I'm dealing with immediate. And, I hope to see them change in the next year or so.
Wow. Well, Mike, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Absolutely. I appreciate you guys having me.
And for anybody that would like to learn more about NYNJ Elevator Co., please visit us on dailynewsnetwork.com. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you next time. Take care and have a great day.